So welcome back guys to a new video. In this video, we will be gonna deeping dive into the variables of Python. We will gonna cover them in detail a lot, and after watching this video, you will get all the concepts of variables of Python in a very nice way that you can just show their skills to anybody. And this is the part 5 of our series 0 to making real life projects. So let's start the video without wasting any kind of time. So I have opened this Visual Studio Code and the markdown file 2 for you all. Okay, so that you can get everything nicely. After that, the first of all question appears: what is a variable? Variable is a placeholder for your, like, what do you say, for your data. If you have any kind of data, variable is the placeholder for that. Means if I type this thing, home, if I type this name equals to Manpreet, then Python will gonna replace name with Manpreet everywhere. Okay, where we type name, sorry, and name, but without quotes. Okay, you need to type name without quotes. Okay, so now the question appears: what create your first variables? How we are going to create that? There is a rule. First of all, you need to write the variable name, then you need to add 1 equals to. This is not equal sign in the math. This means we are assigning this data to this name, and okay, and this data is obviously stored in memory only, not anywhere else, not in name. If you think that this data is stored in the name, no, that's not the thing. Here this name Manpreet is stored inside this name variable. Okay, name is a placeholder for this Manpreet. Means assume that instead of Manpreet, there was is a student, or in same way is a teacher. Okay, and he has Ram as his friend. Not to worry about my spelling. So means you are writing name instead of this much long line of code. That's a nice thing. Means like assume that you need to type name 10 times in a code. Means 10 times you are typing this. Okay, and assume that you don't want Manpreet over, you want Ram over here and Ram over here. Okay, like you need Ram over here and Manpreet over here. Then you need to only make change at a single place, not 10. That is a nice thing. Okay, so that is the reason we use variables. After that, the equal sign is not math equals. Okay, in math, you probably be using this equal sign to denote that this is a let x equals to 10. Sorry, x is equals to 10. This is given in the question. So in the solution, you type x equals to 10. Okay. So you are creating x variable over there. So in Python, as the same way we do that only. X equals to 10. And this is also the thing that how we create variables. First of all, we need to write the variable name, as in that x will be our variable name. Then we will type single equals to single. Then we'll type its value. Anything, it may be integer, it may be float, it may be string, or it may be true, a boolean value. It may be none, none type. It may be a list. It may be a tuple. It may be a dictionary. Python doesn't care. Python will gonna adopt this X variable data type according to this thing, according to the data type given inside the X variable. Okay. For now, I'm gonna assume it as 10. Nice. So by this thing, we can create a variable. First, the variable name, and be careful that Python is a case-sensitive language. What that mean? eh, these two are. Tell me what these two are. These two are the different variables. This X, what the hell? So this X and this X. This is small x and this is capital X. And if I type print, and in the first one, assume that I type small x, and in the next one, I type the capital X. Now these both will gonna print different values. But why? Because they both are different variables. Different variables. Python treat different names and different variables. What is that? Temporal, I hate it. So you see 10 and 20, because these two are two different variables. After that, equal sign is not a math equals. In math, x equals 5 means x and 5 are equal. In Python, x equals 5 means put 5 inside x. And instead of x would be nicer, more nicer. Now, after that, printing a variable, that how we are able to print a variable. We are only able to print a variable with its name. The name of variable name is name. The name of variable x is x. Okay. So notice no quotes around name. There is no quotes around name in print statement. Why? Because if we type quotes around it, I will see it as okay. It is a string. So I need to print it as it is in the like in the terminal. Python will definitely gonna say it, but we don't want that. That is the reason we do not add quotes inside around it, or I don't know what I have told you, but we do not add quotes around name. Why? Because then it will become a string. Let us try it. Is that true or not? Means first variable we should get Manpreet, second name. I hate tempo runner. Name Manpreet and name. Okay, because it is in string and it is a variable is containing a string. Nice. Okay, so after that, now you assume okay. Then tell us if this is SCORE. It is a score, and SCOR score. Now means according to you, this is 10. We only get 10 in the terminal. Yes, you will get only 10 in terminal. We'll say, no, I don't want that. I want it to be score is 10. So what will do? That there's the thing. Uh, I think you have forgotten your Python class. Means in Python, it can take different data types. It is a variable and it is a string. SCOR score is. And not forget a thing. By default, separator SEP equals to a space. Means if you give a space over here, then there will be two space between score and the string. This much. So you don't need to give a space over here. Now see, score is 10. And assume that you don't want anything else. Score is 10. Happy now? I think your problem is solved. Okay. So this is the trick that we can follow to do it. Okay. To add a description with the name. Okay. Then this output will melt it. Storing different kind of variables. Okay. We can store different kind of variables. You can copy it and paste in your Python file and you can check it. It'll work fine. Okay. So storing different kind of variables we can store. Now there is a thing reassigning the variables. This is easy. You can do it. Just you need to understand that we can store different kind of data types in variables or any kind. Okay. Now there's a thing reassigning variables that we can reassign variables. Like first score was 10, then score become 50. Okay. The old value is replaced. And if you are currently in a ninth class or not in ninth class, I mean seventh, eighth class, and you have a Python chapter, then if you got a question, what is a variable? Then you may be typing variable is a placeholder having unique name for each values, and if new value is assigned to that variable, the old values will be gonna get replaced. Okay, means it will gonna overtake that value. So this is the same rule applying over here only also. First score was 10, then score becomes 50. So the value 10 was replaced by 50. Okay, 50 replaced the job of 10. Okay, so after that, variable swapping means changing values of two variables with code, not like world goes to instead of hello. Okay, so we can swap. This is very easy way. We are assigning variables at a single line over here. This is assigning variables at a single line, assigning multiple variables in single line. Okay, so but there was another way, and what was that? Like assume that A was 10 and B was 456. Then you will gonna do temp. You will create another variable and give that variable value of A. Okay. Then we assign A variable value of B, then B variable value of M. Okay. Nice. I think you get it. Means we first copied the value of a variable. Okay, then we give the a variable value of b. Means now till this line nothing is swapped. Now a is having value of b. Means now if we print value a, then we'll get 456, and if we print b we'll get only 456 if we print that over here only. But after that, now a value of a variable is erased, but the value we already back that up value in temp variable. Now temp variable having the value of, now b, we're gonna take value of temp variable. And what was the temp variable? Yes, you are correct. The very value of variable a, older variable a. Now the value are swapped. What do you think? There are three lines of code, and memory is used more because temporary a new variable is created. That will also gonna take space in our memory. But you'll say, oh, hmm, what happens? It is about 2 bytes, weak, or 1 byte. No, that's 2 byte. It is of 2 bytes only, not more than that. And in 1 KB, there is 1024 bytes. Okay, but what if there is a file inside the variable a? There is a file of 1 GB. Means you take 1 GB of extra memory for just swapping it. That's a bad practice. So for that, we use this thing: a comma b equals to b comma a. Okay, we have swapped that without creating any kind of extra variables and without using any kind of extra, we can say, extra memory. Okay, so after that, a multiple assignment in one line means we can assign multiple variables in a single line. So here is only explained that you can assign x equals to y equals to z equals to 0. Means all these three having same values. But what happens if we need to assign different values? Then we will gonna do what? X comma y comma z. So sorry, x comma z comma y. Okay. I was thinking of typing x comma y comma z, but by mistake I typed that. Okay. Now we will print 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now if we print x, y, and z, all three, then we'll get 1 to 3. And the code which was taking three lines is now taking one line only. Okay, 1 to 3 is right. And you don't know about list now, but if you do it, means we are unpacking list and giving all the values to it. Okay, this sorry, I deleted the terminal, I don't want to do that. 1 2 1 3 2. Okay, because we are printing x, y, and z, and they're just shuffled order. Now what happens? You must be having a doubt. Okay, bro. What happens? What happens if there are two variables and three numbers? Let us do that too. Say what the hell you are doing? That can't be true. That there are three and there are two. It's an error. Okay? And let us check with the list. I hate temp coordinator. You see, he'll say, it is saying, bro, there are only two variables and there are three value inside the list. What the hell you're thinking of? So if we do not add a variable y over here, it will gonna giving not gonna stop giving errors. Now you see, 1 and 3 because we are printing only x and z. Nice. Okay, after that thing, there are the common rules of Python. Common rules of creating or naming variables. We understand that we can name variables, but by which things? First of all, we can use letter, upper and lowercase both. We can use numbers, no decimals, only integers. We can use not only integers, only whole numbers. Okay, only whole numbers and underscores. Okay, and there is also a rule that number can't come at start. There's two example of creating that with having use of all three. That number can't come at start. This will gonna lead us to an error, and there should not be any kind of space, because if a space comes after the space, Python wants to look for an equal sign. Python want an equal sign after the space, but there isn't anything else. Python say, oh, what the hell it is, I don't like it. Python will gonna raise an error. Okay, so why that occur? Due because we need a space. So assume that you want a descriptive, and variables should be descriptive. So they we add underscore over there. And Python, the variables are case sensitive. I have told you that these all three variables are different. Okay, so these are the good naming habits. These are the naming rules, and these are the good naming habits. Like first of all, this is bad practice. Like putting as and a instead of student is st instead of height, student height. So as because uh, assume that in future you need to read this code, then you will for an hour you'll thought what was SA. Then you will see the whole code where I used SA. Okay, that's the student age. But if you used this variable name, then you will get that thing at that same time. Okay, student age. But with this essay, I don't know what essay is. This can be student anchor, self anchor, anything. But student age, or only student age. Okay. Use descriptive names. Your future self will thank you. Use snake case or lowercase with underscore between words. Okay, means you need to keep all words small. This is a good practice. And with the meaning of descriptive names, there are the greatest person in the world. It's okay, descriptive name. Assume that you are running a game, and there's a thing that score. So you'll say the okay. We need to keep the letters of our name small. The score of the player that he she will get he she he she will get when one increase the score. This is overkill. You don't need to do it. Instead, just write score. This will be much nicer. Much. Okay. So this also comes in a good naming habit, and also in a good naming habit, like in JavaScript, you have const, then the variable name, then anything. Now the thing is that you can't change that variable afterwards. But what about Python? Python is very nice language. Python should have it. Python should have it. Okay, you'll think Python should have this thing, but no, Python didn't have it. So the developers, normal developers like us, thought, okay, we need constant. So nice. There's the rule: if variable name is starting, variable name is all uppercase, then that will be considered to be a constant. Okay, in the whole code, that will be considered as constant for the whole code, for, or we can say the whole project. This will gonna consider to be considered as constant. Means we can change it. Python won't wanna interfere in that, but in JavaScript we can't. Python won't gonna interfere it. Like, okay, I don't care. You want to change pi to your own value, anything. Damn it! I won't wanna interfere in that. But any developer will wanna write the code. So developer knows, okay, that is capital, that is capital. So I don't need to change it. My developer will say, okay, they are capital, so I don't need to change it. Developer won't gonna change this thing. But Python, if anybody wants to change, Python won't wanna interfere in that. Python say, okay, you need to change, you change. That's on you. Okay. Now there are three common mistakes that I think first two nobody makes, but last one they do. And do have a solution for the last one mistakes too. Like, if you want to make this mistake but don't want Python to be angry, that's, I do have the solution. So first of all, mistake one, space in variables. I have told you, starting with numbers, this is common. Here's that mistake. This and this. I won't wanna force on it. But third one is saying that you shouldn't make a variable name with a Python function name. Like Python do have print as its function, as its function. So you are creating that as name, variable name. Then when you gonna try print message, then Python say, okay, print was hello and hello is not callable. So why you are calling hello? I think, and I'm sure that you don't know the word callable. Not to worry about it. Not to worry about it. In the functions part or in the next session, not episode, session. This is the first session. You'll get it. Okay. In the second session, there are sets, dictionaries, functions, the advanced things, crispy advanced things. Okay. So, like, I also face this problem. Like, I need to create a dictionary. So I do that. DICT for temporary. So this is Python function. Typecasting is this is also known as typecasting. This is the topic of next video. Dictionary. So in I need to create a dictionary. Key value pairs. I need to create that. But if I just make it DICT, it is a Python function. So Python will conflict with me. So for that reason, I add an underscore. Now Python won't gonna conflict with me and say, okay, this is in a different variable. I need to create a list. I choose LST, LIS, and if I have used this both options, I'll choose list underscore. Okay, so this is the thing, like common mistake. Last one is the most common. Means you must have made it in your life. Only if you have written a line of code. And I am sure that you are in survey, okay, person speaking, I'm listening, what's up? And if you are doing the same thing, you won't gonna like succeed in this um, course. Means at the end of this course, you won't gonna get anything. And I am sure that at the last of this session, we will gonna create and two projects, sorry. You will definitely gonna get feared of that. Oh, what's that project? I don't get it. How we print hello world? Okay, let me open GPT. GPT, how? Let me open mic. GPT for my project. Just tell me how we are able to write hello world. That will your like reaction. That will my reaction, and you'll definitely gonna face that like this. If you want to gonna write a single line of code, okay. So this much for this video. In the next video or day after tomorrow, I'm gonna explaining you these four data types in float, str, boolean, type function, and typecasting. So stay to get that video and be a real world project maker. Just please do subscribe the channel. I'm asking this thing in the whole series for the first time. If you like the video, please subscribe it. And thanks for watching till here. If you watched till here. Bye bye. I'll meet you in the next video or day after tomorrow.